Hey guys, Home Dog here. Gonna show you another one of my kill lanes. Be honest, I've been keeping this one a little secret because I hate playing against it. I've seen it one other time, and insanely effective. Now, I play Volibear, my friend plays Garen. The trick to this lane is Volibear has to be extremely tanky. Garen actually has to go damage. He's going to be tanky damage, obviously, but he's going to build heavier damage than you see in a normal Garen build. Just your little intro, but I play in the mid 1400s to the mid 1500s. Been playing since beta. Love kill lanes. I run a Volibear Renekton kill lane that's very effective. The goal of this kill lane is to throw with Volibear, Q with Garen, and then slow with Volibear again. This lets Garen get his entire E on them, and it's going to really punish the squishy characters that play in lane. When I'm playing a kill lane, I always rush into this brush. A lot of times they'll be helping with blue, so they won't be down here watching it. And this lets us get kind of behind them, get that first attack. I know a lot of people think, oh, you're just going to run out in those minions and take a lot of minion damage. And you're right. But the thing is, we're setting an attitude. We're telling them we're going to be hyper aggressive. You better be ready to take it. And that sounds silly because, you know, it honestly won't work. But we're putting it in their head that they have to run away from us every time we attack them. And we're playing this psychological game to where they start running when we're not doing damage to them, and as soon as they turn their back, it's free damage for us. If they would sit there and attack us, we'd probably lose. So without further ado, here is Volibear Garen kill lane. Right off the bat, throw, Garen spin. Now they're at low health and they think, oh, we can't fight these guys anymore. See, I'm just gonna Q, run in, try to do damage over and over again. I have a lot more regen than they do. Now I want to point something out here. Normally I'm a tower diver. I'm a-okay with diving a turret. But I make a big mistake here. Watch this Leona. If I were a quarter inch higher up, I would have been dead right there. Instead, watch what happens. They make the mistake of coming up in the bush. So I want to take a second and point out what's really awesome about these kill lanes we run with very tanky DPS. We're behind at this point. They've got way more, well, not way more CS than us because we've been harassing a little bit. But if it were a better player, they would have way more CS than us. But because they didn't back right there, now we've got them. Now they're at half health, a little less. They can't fight against us. And we just took complete control of the lane. If they were smart, they would have backed here. I don't know, I'll be honest with you. That's just a rookie mistake. But we're going to capitalize on it, obviously. Throw. Silence. Spin. Jump away from that, baby. Now, we get aggressive here because we know we can win. However, we kind of forget that their team has a card list. Just to put things in perspective, I don't play ranked much anymore. Used to play it all the time. It's too stressful. We just let people off. I'm actually triple queuing right here. So, we should have won this engage. We do alright. I take the turret hits, my passive's healing me. And here comes the Karthus ult. Boring death scene. At this point, we are 4-3. But our Garen has gotten 2 kills. And he's about to go beast mode. And straight aggression. So Triss has it in her head that, oh, I can't fight these guys, I'd better just run away. And so she's losing a ton of farm that she should be getting. A massive part of this game is psychological. If you're going to let us bully you around, you're not going to get the farm that you need to be a carry at the end of the game. I've got it completely zoned here, and honestly, they could win the fight. Their Pantheon, they weren't going to win the game, but, you know, this bottom lane's not affected by that. And you might be saying, where's their jungler? Kind of saying that too. We're not warding here as much as we should be. Tank, tank, dive, dive. That's all we do. Speed up. These are just us killing people. Fun, but you don't need to see it. So now, this is the very important part of one of these games. You have to transition to the end of the game. You can see what I'm just taking the turret hits so that Garen could do all of his damage. But at this point, we're both level 6. We're going to have to start making this lead count for something. Because obviously having a Volibear and a Garen doesn't make up for losing out on a Cogmaw late game, you know? So what we're going to do is we're going to really push our lane's advantage and we're going to start hammering it and making them pay for it.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. An ally has been slain.
See, at this point, Garen is 4-1, which for a Garen, that's awesome. I also want to point out one thing. We don't do this in normal queues. We're doing it when we're in voice chat. We don't try to pull this with a ranked team because, you know, those guys, they just don't understand it. And one thing I would love to have is this be an okay thing, you know? You're not going to get yelled at for wanting to play the kill lane. Where you going, Karthus? Come here, Karthus. Garen just gonna 2v1 over here. Can't see health bars because I was kind of watching the mid fight.
You have slain an enemy.
And guys, that's pretty much it. The key things to remember in a kill lane are make sure you have a composition that can go into late game. You have to transition it. Make sure you're hyper aggressive. You can't sit back and wait for a kill. You got to make a kill happen. And as part of that, you're playing that psychological game of I'm gonna kill you. You know, you're telling these guys you better watch your butts. You better sit on your tower and farm. And now their head's not in the game anymore. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Garen Volibear for the new meta 2012.